K-Tel. Should have never let you go. Take a little rhythm. Only a lonely heart sees. Gee whiz. The soft reflections of today's music. Images in tune with the 80s from K-Tel. It's in stores now.
And now from Budweiser, the Taste Buds.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Brain. Hey, guys, the munchies are coming.
Mixed nuts! I want these Spanish peanuts. There's only one thing bad about the munchies.
Yeah, the dreaded dry mouth.
Oh, but don't you love the cure?
Budweiser. Budweiser asks, why do you think they call them Taste Buds anyway?
Hey, everybody. Guess what's up?
They up the fresh and freshen up. They up the fresh. Up the fresh, up the fresh. How they up it?
With new flavor waves for more refreshing flavor through the gum.
Oh, I love
Liquid center, too.
more refreshing flavor.
They up the fresh and freshen up. They up the fresh. Up the fresh, up the fresh.
New freshen up with flavor waves.
They up the fresh.
Outward Bound, Rota, Spain. The Navy. See your local recruiter or call toll-free. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
Dunban, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two! We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving!
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Men from all over Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. arrived at this house after chatting about sex, thinking they were meeting a 12, 13, or 14-year-old who was home alone. 19 men in 3 days, from the down and out to pillars of the community.
Hey everybody, how's it going, guys? I've never played this game. Never played it, ever. Did not play it back when it was out the first time. So I figure I'll educate myself. It's kind of like the Ratchet and Clank. I never played those either. Never played Jak and Daxter. I just never played any platformer on PlayStation, basically. Reader, I'm doing okay. I got my can of rosé wine. I got a straw, and I got a lot of video games. Splatfest starts in like 90 minutes, so I'm probably gonna switch over to that. I'm excited. Zero Mind Fang? Feel like shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Need some how to deal with my shitty father advice, and any tip to not resort to alcohol. Well, I feel bad because I'm going to. Zero Mind, I mean, that can mean so many things, dude. I'm not sure, exactly how to help you. What's going on with your dad? DJ Steele, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Oh, hey, Jerry. And I'm glad you got to meet everybody. It's super cool. I think one of the things I enjoy the most is when, like, online friends get to meet in person. So I played, oh, thank you, Melissa. Also good to see you. Great running into you. Hey, Radsby. Sup, Resonator? I'm doing okay. I played, like, 3 levels, and this game's weird. It's weird. The jumping is weird. Like, the arcs don't feel right. It feels like, it feels like Crash should jump further than he does almost every time. It also feels like it should have a double jump or something. It's weird. People kind of figured out different mechanics to let people fudge or correct a bad jump. Double jump is one of them. Putting shadows on the ground is another. Like the Mario butt stomp is one. If you overjump, you can just butt stomp and drop to the ground. The twirl in New Super Mario Brothers. The like Yoshi wiggle. Those are all sorts of ways to like, it's like the aim down sights equivalent for platforming games. Ah! But see, there's stuff like that. Like, I miss jumping on that platform. Sometimes the edge detection's a little funky. Sometimes you can't tell if you're moving forward or back. I don't know. It's definitely interesting to see, to go back and play a game before certain things were figured out. Or maybe, like, the best practices were established. Damn it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I never figured out how to get through this without getting hurt. That was cool. That was cool. Holding X is key. Okay. I see what you mean. I think the edge detection is off because they rounded out the hitboxes, then make square like the original. Yeah, maybe. Like, you can slide off of edges now instead of just being on or off. Yeah, you weren't wrong about the holding. That's for sure. Okay, huh. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess it's something that you should just be able to assume. Okay, there we go. How have you known this game is a lot like Dark Souls? Melissa, yeah, I'm excited for all the Dark Souls influences. It's so... I know it's like just shorthand for a game is hard. There's that, follow that Twitter account, it's like Dark Souls. It's maybe one of my favorite things. Although, speaking of dumb quotes about games, it's funny, I was musing about Skyrim with guns last night. Should jump on the bouncy steel crate for a secret. Oops. Here, let me go back. Can I go back? And I was like, man, you know what? As silly as it sounds, he was 100% right. And also, that line itself has so much... So much commentary about games. I don't understand what you're on about with this secret. What's up, Katie? Maybe I gotta like do a spin. The Dark Souls. I think Dark Souls is just a model for teaching players new mechanics organically. Sorta. There's more to it than that, I think. When people make the Dark Souls comparison. Ah. It can mean a number of things, right? It can mean the game's hard. It can mean that there's no story, or that the story's all implicit to the gameplay. It can mean that it allows you to sort of... It dumps you in a world, and through trial and error forces you to figure out the game's mechanics. There's so many things that people mean when they say it's like Dark Souls. Oh, my bad. It looked like a place. It did, but I don't know if this is the kind of game that does that. What game was I even talking about? Oh, Skyrim with Guns. That was Far Cry 3, I think. And that's the thing, he wasn't wrong. It was Skyrim with guns. Which is, like, kind of stupid. Because Far Cry 3 is, like, it's a good game, but it sure is Skyrim with guns. Did you enjoy Wolfenstein: The New Order? Absolutely, Shades. Liking it so far, considering buying Doom? Ah! If you like it, you should buy Doom. Damn it, fucker! Okay, well. How did he throw his shoes back up there? Mario 64 was my generation's Dark Souls. How about Legend of Zelda was the generations before that's Dark Souls? Oops! Shit, I can't get my Ooga Booga. Alright, well, I'll live. Hup! Ah, shit. I run around The Witcher 3. Oh, wait, I run around with The Witcher 3 companions and I avoid the rapist NPCs. That is a message out of context, but I still enjoyed it. I think this is my last life. I'm gonna game over, like, right away. What's up, Superior Sass? Is this Lawrence? Yes. Yes, this is. What's up, Grace? Demon Souls is my gen's Dark Souls. Gosh. Toontown is Dark Souls or something. Joining a really hard Quake 2 server was my generation's Dark Souls. Damn it. Fucker. There we go. Get out of here. You gotta hit him at, like, peak jump. Yeah, that was my last life. Alright. Well, I did it. Ah! Jesus, I'm so sure I'm gonna die every time he touches me with that thing. Get out of here. Dark Souls is a unique game. Maybe so unique that reporters don't have the vocab to describe the game, and games that come close to it just say it's like Dark Souls, maybe a bit too much, but sometimes understandable. Yeah, you're right. I think it's certainly a useful shorthand. And to like spell it all out would be too challenging, I think. And yeah, take too many words, people wouldn't care. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, okay. Do you have to break all the boxes in the bonus level? Oh yeah, you do. They're listed right there. Ah, shit, I missed one. This music's pretty rad, though. Wait, is it? Oh, it was that one, okay. Hooray. Finesse is literally the only reason I'm going to RTX London. Well, I'm glad we're that good of a draw for you. Oh, okay, so you have to get all the boxes to break that one. And then, I don't know what that's all about. Have you seen Food Wars? The anime? I think so. I'm a teenager. I think I'm going through this phase where I hate jobs and think they're depressing. I was wondering, did you have these thoughts? And is it as bad as I think it is? Sorry for a depressing question. Also, really enjoy Funhouse. Jamie, I'll say it's not normal to like work. It's work. You're not supposed to like it. But maybe depending on what you do, you can get some satisfaction out of knowing you've done a good job. Depressed may be a bit much. But, no, I think... it doesn't sound like what you're going through is abnormal. Is it the first job you've ever had? Because I certainly didn't like the first job I had. Adam spun you around? I kind of... Sometimes I want to do that with fans that are super nice, but at the same time I feel like that's a bit intrusive. I don't want to, like, freak people out by, like, tossing them. So... That's really adorable, though. Is Matt Peak on the Alps, like Italian side? I don't know what... I mean, he's on vacation, I think. I don't know where, though. I didn't... Not really, tracking my bro's life that hard. Wait, no, he's not on... He was in the office yesterday. Oh, it's another... Hey, this is the, fucking Uncharted level. I know this. It's a Unix system. I was amused. I was playing this in front of Stephanie, and I got to the end of it, and she got mad. She was like, you don't have to be good at everything, which I think is so strange, because I don't consider myself good at everything. I played a lot of video games, I guess. Fuck! Ooh! I don't know. weird thing to hear. Have you heard of a game called Europa Universalis 4? Smock, I have, but I haven't played it. It's a, isn't it like a 4X? Transelda, your ragdoll, do as you please. I appreciate that. So Isafali, not supposed to pick up and throw fans around. That's maybe a bad job, or a bad idea. Perotech writes, Jamie, got to feel out jobs and find something you enjoy doing. We'd all rather be doing what we want, but that's what free time is for. You just gotta find a job that clicks for you and make you happy to put in hours of work. Very well said. And Kaki Kokiri, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, it's weird. I truly wonder how this stuff shakes out. So here's basically how the math went when I was a teenager. I didn't have anything I wanted. I mean, I had food and clothes, so I'm grateful for that. But to his credit, my dad was pretty good about teaching me the value of money, and then he just didn't buy me shit. Like, I didn't get anything for free. I didn't get free internet. I didn't get a free computer. Didn't get free video games. I got yeah. I think when I was like 14, no 15, because that's when I could work. Oh, I guess that's what you get when you break all the crates. That's cute. Oh, Rabid Monkey, thank you for your 2-month Twitch Prime sub. Let me play you a jam here, buddy. That hits the qualifications for jam, so a jam there shall be. But yeah, so for me, it was like I wanted stuff. I wanted video games. I wanted, you know, tech. I wanted stuff to play with. And the only way I was going to get that is if I got a job. It was either that or play the same video games I got for Christmas, and that was the only time I got stuff. So, so yeah, the deal was basically if you want to do fun things, you have to work. So the trade-off was already very clear in my head. I'm going to endure this thing I don't want for something I do want. And that sounds really obvious, but, you know, when you're 14 and you've never had a job, all you've had to worry about is school, you kind of have to really learn that trade-off. So for me, I had the motivation to work. I wanted to work. But yeah, the first couple of jobs I had, I did poorly at. I didn't enjoy because it was just so boring, like my mind wasn't used to it yet. Of being bored, of doing boring things, but having to do them well. Ratsby says, "Hey Lar, is Prezi a decent acceptable way to show a portfolio in an internship application? Honestly, I just like to share links in a Google Drive folder. Most free portfolio websites don't allow video hosting for free. Advice. You could embed a YouTube link on a portfolio website, and if you don't want it super visible, you can just upload it to a YouTube account, have it unlisted. Oh, hey Nikki, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for saying hi. Rabid, you do get a jam. Sorry, I'm just trying to queue it up here. Yeah, you know what? I'll just play this one from the beginning. That's how special this is. So, mute that. Oh, Lord Doran, thank you for the Prime sub. But, the Rabid Monkey, you have subbed with Twitch Prime for 2 months in a row, so here's your track. Good shit. So for those asking, that was One of Us by Mystery Skulls. Is the name of the group. Actually introduced to me by somebody who watches the stream. So it was a good album. They have a new single out, so. Chris says, "Hey, Lawrence, next time I see you at a con, can you suplex me into the 4th layer of hell? I'll try. I might miss. Don't want to overshoot and get you in the 5th. Like, put you on the pedophile layer. Wouldn't that be ironic? I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to get Grace suplexed. Suplexes are easy. Like, receiving a suplex is one of the easier hits to take. Because if they give you the suplex right, you basically just go limp. And you have to kick your legs up, but once you feel yourself teetering over, you just flatten your body out and let... It's really easy to take a suplex square. Have you ever heard of played a game called Helldivers? Been playing the crap out of it lately. Yeah, I bought it. Like, the vibe of it seemed real cool. It's sort of like a twin-stick Warhammer shooter sort of deal, with, like, leveling and gear and stuff. I played it a little bit. Didn't play it as much as I should have. it seemed like it had a kind of a Left 4 Dead angle on it, where you're meant to replay the same level multiple times to, like, level stuff up. Oh, I was supposed to go up. Shit! I thought I was getting sneaky by going that way, but that was the actual path. I died for my mojo mask. Alright, is this Dark Souls? Are we Dark Souls now? I'm actually excited to... I've seen legends of how hard this game gets. Namely that just, like, there are parts of it that are sort of not balanced well. The rope bridge with the turtles. Mostly from that Donkey video. So yeah, it's always interesting to sort of retroactively experience something that was so common to gaming knowledge and gaming culture. I play most stuff when it's like contemporary, so it's an interesting experience. I'm curious, did anyone in chat like 100% Crash Bandicoot back in the day? Are you planning on pre-ordering the remake of Yakuza 1? Yes, Kiwami or whatever. Maybe not pre-ordering, but I want to play it. The deal I'm gonna hold myself to though is that if I don't finish Yakuza 0, there's no reason I should buy Yakuza 1. There's some stuff I do like that. Oh, Ethan got a little tipsy, huh? Was that after I left? 100% in 2 and 3, but not 1? If you hit the game over screen, you'll see the lighting effects on Aku Aku are kind of broken, unless they patched it. I kind of don't mind that. It's, the game actually looks real good. It's like, expressive and cartoony. It seems to have really captured the spirit of the game, which is really important for remakes. Tried streaming it for PS2, and damn, aside from the inability to lock on target enemies, the fights, the story, and all the things in general, this game is awesome. Huh. Wait, PS2? There was a Crash Bandicoot on PS2? So much I don't know about early PlayStation. Mayweather or McGregor? I don't know, man. McGregor's a hell of a fighter, but I don't know that you can just beat a trained boxer without being a boxer. I don't know. I'm interested in it. But I suspect it's just going to be a shit show. I suspect McGregor's going to get his ass beat. That's my theory. We'll see. Huh? Talking about Yakuza 1? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I played Yakuza 1 a bit for PlayStation 2 as well. I enjoyed it. It was weird, though. It's a bummer, because at the time everyone was like, oh, it's like Shenmue. And I played it and I was like, this isn't really like Shenmue. So I kind of was disappointed, because for me it was sold. And I really like Shenmue, by the way. So it was kind of sold up as something that, for me, it didn't end up being. You'll never beat the Irish lads. It's weird. Like, I think this is the one time I could see Conor McGregor. I think out of any fighter in the world, is probably the one guy who could be a boxer too, because he's taken some hits. The thing that, like, the thing for me that separates a boxer from an MMA fighter is just the conditioning to endure knockout blows. And I know that MMA fighters do that too, but largely, like, I don't know. It just seems like boxers go through much more conditioning and are much more willing to endure the massive trauma because of the 10 count. It's like, and it has nothing to do with the relative status of them as, like, athletes. It's not that boxers are just tougher. It's more like they train because they know they have a 10 count to get back up. An MMA fighter doesn't get a 10 count. If they're knocked out, they're knocked out. So why would you train recovering from a knockout blow? If you take it, it's over. So why even like work up the necks, the backs, the chins? There's really no reason. So I don't know. I wonder with Conor, like, is he conditioned to take the kind of blunt trauma that a boxer has to wade through? Or maybe he's not supposed to. Boxing as a whole seems a lot more grounded. I feel McGregor's loss of movement will really affect him. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't expect that anything like this will happen. Oh, is this a boss fight? But I also, it's tough, man. Boxing gloves increase your punching power due to extra weight. MMA gloves are safer. Yeah. There's a lot about boxing that's not really civilized. Popular opinion, hockey has better fighting. That seems more sporting sometimes than boxing, at least. Oh! The animation in this game is really, really good. Okay, there you go. Just gonna keep bouncing off of him? Alright. Just watched Talking Stockings episode 3. I'm glad I waited to watch the edited version rather than the live video. It was so great. Yeah. The fucking... That is a mat... There aren't a whole... I almost said... that's not true either. There are a few things we do. It's like we do a lot of, you know, just keeping the motor running. Do a lot of making... Maybe not predictable, but templatized is the wrong word either. It's just maybe expected content, but then eventually we get to make something that's just so weird and new and different that I really hope that people appreciate it, because I don't know, that stuff is really, really rewarding to see. Coco's time machine. What does that mean? Is that like a help thing? I don't want to say yes and not know what it means. I don't like people think Mayweather will lose because McGregor punches hard. I believe that if that is your biggest reason for why McGregor will win, then your argument is completely flawed. No, I agree. Mayweather has fought the hardest punchers on the planet. And again, has fought them in a ring where they're conditioned to take those hits and get back up and keep fighting. So I don't know. Oh, you can change into Coco. Is it different mechanics? What does the song check out? Oh, yeah. Resonator, I've got the tab open, so I'll listen to that later. Second episode feel a lot like Eric Andre episode. This one had some of that, but even more craziness. Yeah. I think Eric Andre is definitely a, definitely an inspiration. You're saying McGregor, but all I think of is Ewan. Ewan's such a beautiful boy. All these huge fight types make me laugh because 9 times out of 10 it's an immediate knockout and the match is over in less than 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, it's weird. That's how high-level fighting works. The most exciting fights are ones where the dudes don't have knockout power and they're like swatting at each other. It's very technical. If it's MMA, there's a lot of good grappling and shit. Once fighters have knockout power, everything changes. Then it's all the game plan to land the one hit. Which is a lot less exciting if you're also in that fight. Ah. Okay, you can still get it. Oh, 2-month Prime hype. Look at that. It is jam time. It is the jammest of jam times. It was the gym time. It was the jam time. Eric Andre has trouble getting people who have no idea how his show goes. The shock value goes down when they're self-aware. Transelda, I've wondered about that. You know? I feel like you can only do that sort of thing so many times. And then you either have to keep escalating on yourself or just come up with an entirely new idea, and that's hard. And that's one of those reasons that I think Tim and Eric deserve a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Because they've done that kind of thing and found a way to keep it fresh for a very long time. Oh, this is good. Is this the song from fucking Devil May Cry? Who cares? This is a bit of a different flavor. But I'm gonna play it anyway. Ferniez? I hope I'm saying your name right. Ferniez, maybe? Well, you can correct me if I messed it up. Appreciate the free cash. Here's a track for you. Make sure that all my levels are good. There. Is that Korn? Yes, it is, kind of. So that's from producers The Chemists, but it's Qemists. Chemists? Gotcha. It was Korn. It was a remix of Korn. A cover of Korn, if you will. Do you like electro swing? Yeah, I've dabbled. It definitely runs its course, you know? There's times when I'm good with it, and there's times when I'm like, okay, that's enough. Electro swing, you can stop. What's up, Poppy? But yeah, that's a good one. Talking about your new career choice as a boxer. Oof, man, I'm too old and shit. I fucked it up. The very first jump, I fucked it. Nah, I'm too old and I'm too smart. Which sounded a little angry to any boxer. I don't know. It sounds angry, but for the fact I don't think you'll talk to a single boxer who's like, yeah, this is a really smart thing I'm doing, and I'm gonna have a long and an enjoyable career. I don't know, man. Boxing's brutal. Oh, look at that. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I got it. It's even MMA, which is still a lot nicer. It just grinds your meat. That's it. It's a grinder. If you want to be happy and healthy for a long time, being a fighter is not how to do it. What do they call it? Wrestlers call it a bump card. I've heard it said a number of ways, but everyone's born with a ticket. And when it's punched, it's punched. You used it up. And it's all a game about how long your ticket's gonna last, especially if that's your livelihood. How big do those blow up? Am I safe over here? They blow up pretty damn big. Alright. Just be really good and never get punched. Yeah, I mean the fighters with the longest careers don't get hit. But as you might imagine, it's not quite that simple. A no death run? Yep. Every run I do is a no death run. Come on now. Whoop. Here's a bit of Lawrence trivia for you guys. I have never died in any video game ever made. Not once. I don't even know what it's like. Never seen a game over screen. People talk about game over. I'm like, what's that? I put in a quarter and I beat the game every time. Every time. Even ones I've never heard of before. They can be in a different language. The screen can be off. The controller can be disconnected. Just that good. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So Rocky was fucking wrong? What do you... Oh, it's about how you can get hit and keep going? That sort of thing? There's an aspect of that. But no, like... No boxing coach in the world is going to train you to get hit. There is a heart aspect, but... As nice as Rocky is as a story, and as... It is actually pretty accurate to a lot of things. Except for... The one thing that is untenable in those movies is how much damage Rocky absorbs. It's cartoonish how much he gets hit. I don't care how thick you are, how strong you are, how much your heart sings. You don't take shots like that from a heavyweight boxer and stay on your feet. It just doesn't happen. You die. So yeah, the like triumph of the human spirit type stories are nice. But it's still meat on meat at the end of the day. No, it's rough, man. Shit! I've only ever, like, sparred. And I've gotten, like, full heat sparring against pro fighters. But I've gotten close enough to know it's, like, it's never a thing I would do as a livelihood. And the people who do, either... This is going to be a gross generalization, so I apologize in advance. But either they have something in them that drives them, like there's like an absentee father that they have something that's generating a certain kind of anger, something self-destructive or outwardly destructive that they bend to a positive way. They turn it into a career. But there aren't a whole lot of truly happy and healthy people that want to be in that situation. And I hope that doesn't sound terrible, because I truly do respect the athleticism, and I love fighting, I do. But to do it for your livelihood, to do it every day is something else. But Will Gasmic subbed, and Guy V 2020 resubbed 14 months. Thank you, Guy V. But Will Gasmic, let me look this up. Let me look up a track for you, my bro. Haven't subbed in ages. Sorry. You do not have to apologize, man. Am I gonna have to drop another lecture on you guys about how you shouldn't give me stupid Twitch money? I mean, I'll take it, but you shouldn't do it. Huh. I'm trying to think of what to play here. not bad. Now, there's so many more things to spend money on in this world than a dude who's just sitting here playing video games. Gotta make icing for a bread I made yesterday? Cool. That sounds nice. It's either resub to me or buy Dojinshi. Buy Dojin, man! Is it that kind of Dojin, or like actual respectable Dojinshi? I guess they're both respectable. God bless Japan. I love the fact that legitimate artists can get their start drawing porn. Anyway, Will Gasmic, thanks for the money. Here's a track for you. Poppy, that's very deep. Everything is a kind of porn. Not wrong. You're not wrong. It's all titillating to some degree. Melissa asks, do you read a lot of manga or just prefer the shows? I tend to prefer the shows depending on what I'm trying to get through. If it's a good show, I'll watch the show. If it's like a shonen or something like never-ending, then the manga's better because you can read at your own speed. I read pretty fast. Although I found that like some shonen is actually a little hard for me to follow and track visually. I think they get a little crazy with their like animating and trying to sell motion and stuff. I was watching One Piece, and with all like the stretching and flinging, or sorry, reading One Piece, with all the stretching or singing, what am I even saying? The stretching, the flinging, it got a little hard to track where people were and what they were doing. There'd be like big hits, and I'm like, I didn't really know what happened there. Resonator says, if it weren't for discovering your stream and how you interact with your chat, I wouldn't have been able to introduce this awesome community who I'm happy to call friends, and I still haven't met them in person. Not only that, now I have people who I can play video games with and enjoy the online experience. I didn't really have that before. That's why I give you my money as a way of saying thanks. That's really humbling, thank you. I still don't think I deserve credit for that, but hey man, if I just happen to enable that, that's okay. I feel happy for you. That sounds like an awesome thing to have. You know, I've been lonely before. Oh, I got a Donkey Kong level. This music's pretty sweet. Do you break boxes automatically? You do! Almost broke a box. Almost ruined my break all boxes blind run. There's two things I'm never gonna do in this game. I'm never gonna die and I'm never gonna miss a box. Okay, so you can't hit those guys. Shit. So this was the first temple run, right? That's kind of interesting. I was musing about this last night. What? Oh, I hit his thing. Unpopular opinion, I was never a fan of Dragon Ball. Tried, just wasn't my cup of tea. That's okay, man. It's I think you gotta get you gotta get Dragon Ball at a particular age. I think it's fine for it not to work. Fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm burning through lives though. Wait, is it taking lives from me? I feel like I had. God damn it. Stupid. I feel like jumping is probably the best idea. Yeah, My Hero Academia is kind of the better Dragon Ball at the moment. Which is weird since they have Super. Reference to what Rez said, you have a way of attracting cool people, plus the way you do stuff interests other interesting and fun people. Sort of coincidence, but also kind of logical. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Damn it! Yeah, that makes sense. That was one of the... Fuck! Is this it? Is this the hard? This is the hard part? Boy, that fucking hitbox is something else. Shit. Alright, that's not working. I need to just jump over them. For some reason, trying to jump over and dodge isn't working. I would think it would be linear, like you would just be able to do it. Alright, I did it. Never again shall I die in Crash Bandicoot! Jesus Christ, okay. What happens when you run out of, lives? I guess my dumbass is gonna find out. Fuck! Same thing. Gets me every time. Need to get that... Need to break that box, though. I could just not break it. Ah, you got me. Alright, let's see what happens. Is this the... where the lighting's weird? It seems fine. It's just spooky. That's a pretty good game over screen. I mean, it's the first one I've ever seen. I mean, I didn't even see it. That was a... Lawrence, I'd never die in Crash Bandicoot Sonntag. That's right. Never died. Never will, never have. Again, don't know what it looks like. That was me finding a secret. This is a secret right now. Okay, so you just lose your checkpoints. I'm alright with that. Does anyone have a fix on it, like, a relative amount for how long this game is? Alright. Do this, get this one. Fuck, man. There's really no way to get that box and not hit that guy, huh? I still don't know if you can jump over them or not. I feel like I haven't successfully actually jumped over one yet. Okay, well, I guess that was successful. And then I hit the thing. Great. Never knew you liked boxing and MMA. That's awesome. Yeah, Kane, I don't quite follow it. Like, I don't watch every UFC. Okay, so you can't jump on them. I used to watch Pride way back in the day. I don't know. It was Japanese, that helped. But also, you know, I felt like... Shit! I like the roster of fighters. Even if they weren't technically better, they put on entertaining matches. And I feel like their cards were always interesting, and, like, the presentation was cool. I liked the Japanese audience a little better. They wouldn't boo at like the first minute of groundwork. They just watch respectfully, quietly. Not just a bunch of drunk assholes in Vegas. Just want to see somebody get knocked out. Fuck. How did I clear it that one time? Oh, I'll figure it out. This is fake news. Damn right. It's weird that the loading is kind of long. Toy Story looks great in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh! They put out that trailer finally? Pride was brutal soccer kicks and head stomps. Oh, in the early days, yeah. They took that stuff out. By the time I started watching it, you couldn't do that anymore. I mean, early Pride, when it was about actual Pride, like when each fighter would, like, represent their dojo or their school. Yeah, it was nuts. It was I mean, the early days of UFC were no different, though. They allowed groin hits and stuff. So, everything, it was, I mean, it was a blood sport. It was a blood sport back then, but so was every other MMA organization. It wasn't even really MMA yet. There we go. Damn it, I missed. I would never claim that I miss crates because I don't do that, but... Fucker. It's pretty spicy dodges going on here. God damn it. I'm an anime pleb that proudly watches Attack on Titan. It's always funny to me how people talk about it having no depth, but to me, especially as an Asian immigrant, it's got profound layered commentary on the crushing social mores and power structures in countries like China, South Korea, India, etc. Always makes me think of the absolute high absurdly high suicide rates among disenchanted youth in those places and the reasons behind it all. Yeah, I mean, I think... I don't know exactly how much credit the show deserves, because, you know, that construct of a story has existed before. But the new Battlestar Galactica was pretty similar. But the whole... It is an interesting playground for testing human behavior, for sure. And yeah, you could read a lot into it. The whole idea that the Titans are there, that there's this monster that's going to consume you, and do it with a smile, and that like, you're trapped, you know? You're trapped and there's no hope, there's no expanding. There's no feeling like anything's gonna get better. Yeah. I always hit that jump way too early. That hill fucks with my depth. Hold on a second. I've read online that one of the reasons Japanese fans of both wrestling and MMA have such an appreciation for groundwork is they'll have rudimentary training in judo as it is taught in schools. So they have a good understanding of what they're seeing and the logic and reasoning behind it. It's a good point, man. I didn't think about that. You know, it's interesting. You know, being an expert on Japanese culture, I can comfortably say that perhaps you're onto something there. When I went to Japan, you know, only too late. Okay. I was only there for like a week, but still, it was kind of interesting. Some things stood out. Like the news is actual news. It's not just telling you about all the people that got shot or stabbed. It's like, well, the next school year opened today. Here's some interviews with kids talking about how they're nervous. It's really adorable. But they would, because it's Japan, they show sumo wrestling on television. Like it was basically always on a channel somewhere. So that, I think whether it's like a national pride thing, I think just the sport of grappling is sort of intrinsic to the culture too. Because like pro wrestling is pretty big there too, like an actual wrestling. What the shit? Ah! God, that pig's killing me. All right, I got it. I think. I just haven't figured out the jump timing. Always too early or too late. I can get them all the other ones. Weird. Am I not supposed to jump for this one? No, I have to. Alright. Yeah! There we go. Fuck! Oh, I got it. I thought that guy was gonna kill me. Whew. Ultimate Gilly, thank you for the $5 sub. Appreciate that. Or the re-sub, I should say. 7 months. Nice. Thank you for dad impressions at the Dream Daddy stream. Can't wait for you to have kids. Oh, I'm gonna mess them up. When did you discover that you live Japanese culture? Oh, that like it's inside me? I don't remember. I mean, I grew up playing Japanese games, so I think it was always there. It's always there. Talk about your thoughts on the creature's ending. I don't really have any. Ben Doverson. I like your name. No, Ben Doverson. No thoughts really. It's just a shame. I think it's a shame and kind of disgusting that people are trying to light Jordan on fire over the situation. It's one of those like I think it sort of speaks to the immaturity of people that they can't witness something they don't like happening and they're not being a bad guy. That's one of the weird moments of maturity in your life, is when you can understand that bad things happen but no one's at fault. It's just an unfortunate thing. It's kind of like, you know, let's say you have a friend and they break up with their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. At a certain age, people need to blame someone. They're like, well, why didn't the relationship work out? Clearly, it must have been somebody's fault. But at a certain point, it's like, it's not. We just weren't good for each other, so we broke up. We're better this way. But that's not the narrative. That's not what people... That's not the story that's supposed to happen. If something bad happened, someone is to blame. There is a bad guy. There is an enemy. So I think that's what people are finding in him, which is unfortunate. But then again, I haven't followed the situation, so whatever. Talking out of my ass, all I can say is that he's been nothing but a great dude. To me, what's up, Attack Doge? What about the creatures? They're officially ending. Damn it. Fell all the way down. Well, creatures could have survived if they changed things up after the cow chop split. Maybe they tried. Maybe it didn't work out. Maybe. I mean, there's always a maybe, right? But that's not what it is, and that's not what's best for people right now. So. What's up, T-Man? Oh boy. Awesome. Whiffed that jump. Shoo it. Damn it, hold on. Ah! Jesus Christ. do you think of Dragon Ball Fighter Z? It looks awesome. I haven't played it yet, though. I had the opportunity at E3, but I think some dudes were just, like, running the line multiple times to learn how to play. So it was like, I'm not sure I really want to play in that situation. With some hyper pro who knows all the controls and just wants to, like, whoop my ass. So I was like, don't worry about it, you know what, I'll play it. How the fuck do you do that? Huh. Can you do, like, a spin jump? Wump. Hold on a second. Can you, like, jump after you... No? Okay. You can jump off the edge a little bit. Damn it. Yeah. Damn it! They kind of tried, but they stuck with the same staff, never really made any big additions, arguably the strongest personalities had left. They needed reinvention at that point, in my view, at least. It doesn't sound like you're wrong. Ugh! I mean... Not to be too snide, but... Fuck me. I'm botching pretty easy jumps. That's an easy thing to say, right? Well, just completely reinvent who you are and what you do. Hire on some new people. Make them good and funny. Make good and funny content that's the same but different. Not trying to be too like snide, but yeah, all they needed to do was completely make a new and successful channel. It is I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's a little a little on the nose to say it that way. Fuck off, dude. There. Jeez. Okay, well, I thought I was gonna hit that. 3G1 C Games says, been watching ever since you were just a Skype screen. What do you think about the new Anthem game coming out? I don't think a whole lot right now. It looks very AAA, which is cool. And it looks like a action RPG. It's like a Destiny. Okay. It doesn't excite me as much as... Ah, shit. Look at that, I'm slipping now. It doesn't excite me as much as maybe it should. I don't know. I don't have... As sad as it is to say, I don't have a whole lot of faith in BioWare anymore. I haven't really liked what they've done in a while. So, the Dragon Age Origins was real fucking good. I think it's the last game I've really liked from them. Mass Effect 1, I can't remember what order those came out in. No, I think Origins was after Mass 1. Which was good, because I'm starting to think they didn't have it anymore. I didn't really give Inquisition a fair shake. That game might have been good, but Mass Effect 3 was not great. Whatever. Do you like Inquisition? Yeah, like I said, I didn't really play it enough. Maybe I should. It did by rights, it kind of seemed to be BioWare's return to form a bit. Inquisition was not as good as Dragon Age 2. Ugh. Dragon Age 2 is hot garbage. That game is bad, with a capital B. The writing is okay, but man, the game is awful. Just like mind-numbingly bad. Just unfinished. Unfinished. What really pisses me off about Dragon Age 2 is like the intense attempt to make like writing circumvent any kind of actual content production. We have no maps. We have no like character models. We have no scenarios. We have no cutscenes because we don't have time to make them. So let's just cram it full of words that explain away the fact that you can't see this thing, or that we're copying and pasting 18 quests, but we can't record individual VO for any of them, so... Did you miss this thing? Yes, I did. Thank you for returning that thing. Here's some XP. Aren't you having fun, player? It's the most, like, peek behind the curtain type game. Can't even pretend. I keep expecting him to keep walking forward, and he never does. So I jump in the air, but you have to jump on him, and then spin him. And now to watch Talkin' Stockins. Yeah, get in there, Cornetto. Play some Overwatch comp with Harambe. He's just really fun. Wait for your teammates to initiate a fight with someone, then jump over that guy, finish him, then repeat. It's not bad. Not a bad game plan. I feel like that adequately accounts for the fact that your teammates are just going to do whatever the fuck they want, too. Which is nice. Oops. I blew myself up. Didn't even pick up that other one. I self-medicate 420. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you for that. Yeah, I need to switch up my tank game, I think. I was trying to carry as Reinhardt, which can be done. I believe it can be done. But it's a lot fucking harder to do it when your teammates aren't even like they have to. Ooh. They don't have to, but it's, I guess logistically it's silly and useless to play as Reinhardt when no one uses your shield and no one death balls with you. So in grand like just dissecting it mathematically, my thoughts are, why would I play a tank where all the utility is not being used and I can't make them use it? So why keep it's not a build it and they'll come situation. I put the shield down and people still just don't use it. Soldier runs in front of it to get killed. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Alright. So when I think about it in those terms, I'm like, well, okay, the other tanks then give me more authority in how and when I deploy the defensive abilities. So like D.Va's defensive matrix. I can go to Soldier, and I'm a little more mobile, and I can nullify. Instead of asking them to be somewhere, I can shoot the defensive matrix in front of them, and then nullify incoming fire. Hopefully buy them some time to get a few picks or something like that. Or I can be everybody's favorite Harambe. And yeah, I can be a more like distracting, initiating type tank. Jump in, throw down a shield, jump out. And then I'm still doing more. Ah shit, I can't get that crate now. Still doing more to help my team than just providing a shield that no one's using. Okay. So yeah, I can have in my mind the way I think the match should be played, but if that's just not what people are doing, I'm not contributing to a win. That was weird. How did I bounce off one turtle and get hit by the other? Unless you actually sink in, which seems kind of stupid. That's one of those like, okay, that shouldn't have happened. Fuck you, shield man. I hate the way he stops. That throws me for a loop every time. I Crash Bandicoot and Spyro on Game Boy Advance. Those games were on Game Boy Advance, huh? I forgot about that. Get fucked. Motherfuck! Motherfuck. I think it's a woman. Oh, the shield person? I thought so too. Or rather, I had an inkling. Jesus Christ! Oh, that's cute. Well, I got a trophy out of it. That's important. Gonna play any PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? Yeah, I bought it. It's installed. I think that is a lady. Looks like a dress. Oh, never mind. Hair too good, but be a man. Alright, well, whatever. Can't believe I'm a trophy hunter. I'm not. I used to be. More achievements than trophies. I liked the idea of there being a cumulative number that was the sum total of your gaming acumen. Fuck! Oh, thanks for the resub, Little Leonidas. The other big thing was, and actually replaying Bioshock reminded me of this, back when I did more achievement hunting, games were way fucking easier. There was a minute there, like 2008, when games were just really easy. Even playing them on hard was pretty easy. So the only way to get a challenge out of it for me was to achievement hunt. to play in such a way that maximized the achievements I was getting. That made it interesting, at least. Because then it's like, well, okay, instead of running through this hallway with enemies that jump right in front of my gun and wait for me to pull the trigger, I have to get 40 headshots down this hallway with dudes that run in front of my gun and wait for me to shoot them. So it's like, okay, at least keeping that in mind, like an additional restriction, makes the sequence interesting, as opposed to a scripted explosion fest that it's like, it's glitzy, but I've seen this 18 times, so it's not really working anymore. A lot of that shit going on in that era of gaming when I was pretty hot and heavy over achievement points. I just realized it was a surrogate for adding challenge to a game that had none. Oh, okay, you gotta skip the middle one. Whoop. OMG, I'm seeing you for the first time live. You're a true gamer god. Long live the king. Shit, man, thank you. Real limited crew. Whoa! That was not me dying, by the way, after receiving such a intense compliment. God damn it. Oh boy, please don't let me game over now. 0 lives. Shit. This is a long-ass level. And I'm whiffing it so hard. Oh! You spun away that one up? I didn't know you could do that. Alright. Could always tell that Adam had a high skill level. He does. Adam is good at games. Adam's good at all games. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that. He's known as the one who breaks games, right? But I think that's kind of unfair. He's good. He's good at video games. Oh, you're still trying to 100% Fallout 4? What do you have left to do? Ah. Adam is a god. That's true. Remember Port Authority? Of course. I would say that was like the first like show I made entirely on my own. That was actually kind of good. And it was kind of cool to do everything about it. Like I would get the games, I'd research them, I'd write the script, I'd read the script, I'd get the capture, I'd edit the video. From start to finish, it's just like I did everything, and that's kind of cool. Stuff like that makes me wonder if I wanted to go fully independent, would I be able to? The one achievement is getting 100% happiness in a large settlement. Do you just have to like keep putting in stuff for them? That seems like something that would be pretty easy to follow a guide for or something. Or are you trying to do it naturally, trying to earn it for real? Is this a real game for real gamers? I think it is. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. You gotta jump on things, you gotta collect stuff. You gotta run one direction, then you gotta run the other direction. There's a lot of video games going on here. Did everyone who works at Funhouse get a video production degree or just have awesome portfolios? I don't know. That's tough to say. I think with the people we've hired in the last year or two, it's more the portfolio thing. Like they just had good work, or we worked with them before and knew them, something like that. So one of those two things. Gosh. The collisions are so weird. You can't go forward too quickly, because then you'll hit the side of him and he'll bonk you back. Whew, okay. That's the show I acknowledged you were on, and I really liked it and found it very informative since ports at the time were kind of bad. Yeah, that was my thinking too. They were getting better at the moment, but it's weird. I'd always personally wanted a resource that specifically addressed the port quality of a PC game, and stuff more substantial than, you know, what resolutions does it support, what like graphical bells and whistles does it support. More like Okay, I want you to actually play it for a little bit and tell me all the quirks, because there's always quirks. At least at the time there were. So, yeah. I remember making one about BioShock Infinite. I was like, this port's actually kind of bad. Also, this game's kind of bad. But, I got a lot of pushback about the negative tone when I submitted it. Which wasn't wrong. I think had that gone up, it would have been an ordeal, because people at the time insisted that they liked it. Some people still do. Heard that I don't even ride my bike anymore? Yeah, I just swim in a river of my own greatness. Just Murtaugh, it's true. How did you know? You must have seen me catching a wave. Alright. Oh, that BioShock Infinite was pretty fun? It was pretty fun. Jesus Christ. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was, like, a classic. It wasn't as good as BioShock. I also don't think it really lived up to the hype or anything. The standalone game was great. As a BioShock game, not so much. Yeah, even as a standalone, I think it had issues. The art style is incredible. If anything, that's like the one thing that game can never be like impugned over. Erotic Eclipse, you really liked it? That's cool. It starts off real strong. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII in that way. It's like, those first 4 or 5 hours are amazing, and then it just sort of keeps going. You're like, alright. What are you on about, Final Fantasy? Wait, what? You can't... Come on! It didn't look like I could make that jump. Maybe I just gotta go for it. Maybe I can. Maybe I just gotta believe in myself. Just gotta be pure of spirit. And dedicated in my heart. Gotta believe in the heart of the cards. That's what I gotta do. We're in Crash Bandicoot country. This is no time to be timid. Jesus. Dark Souls! Do you still play on a Japanese Final Fantasy XIV server? What do you mean still? I never have. Not sure what you mean there, bruv. Also, I'm not sure I'd want to. The latency would be a problem. Some of those boss fights get fucking gnarly. Fuck off! Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Shit! I'm rushing now. You don't need to skip that metal one, you can bounce on all 3 and make it? I guess. I believe you. Maybe I need to do smaller jumps? Fuck! Yeah, this game's a little fuzzy. There's a lot of fuzz going on. The platforming, the edge detection, the hitboxes of your attack. It's all a little fuzzy. I think I understand what's happening. I'm hitting the ramp, and it's like sliding me back just enough to where I don't hit, and then the plant eats me. That's cool. There. Okay. Yeah, okay. I just had to be earlier. Earlier with that first jump. Do-do-do-do-do. Look at all these lives. Yeah. I knew that people were gonna die a lot there. Ow. Oh. Praise the coot. Indeed, one killed monkey. Gonna stream some StarCraft Remastered. Maybe. I don't know. I'm more interested to watch StarCraft Remastered than play it. Brood War is that's a rough game. It's a very salty game. The only way I can think to put it. God damn it. Why did they make me jump back all the way up? Like this one box. You ever have to work for Funhouse on weekends? Yeah, of course. What do you think RTX is? I mean, it's fun, but I still have a lot of work obligations. I don't get to do whatever I want there. Every time we go to like a PAX, every Let's Play Live. Yup. That's not... Shit. What's up, Patter? I would do anything to hear Brandon Flowers tell me to go fuck myself. That's pretty awesome, actually. Boing. Boing. There. I did it. Now I'm the Bandicoot. Oh. Do you have any good Japanese games to recommend me? I've played Bloodborne so far and loving it. Well, let's see here. Hello, T-Man. It's good meeting you, too. Yeah. Well, if you like Bloodborne, I think it's safe to assume you have a PS4, so you should check out Neo. It's kind of similar. Pretty great. I can't believe Omar remembered me, and my tender little heart grew so many sizes. Aww. Omar's a nice guy. Yeah, Bruce remembers you from playing GTA with us, Jess. He's also a super cool dude. Oh, man. Nier. Good suggestion. Alright. I think I'm gonna take a break. Take a break, use the bathroom, have a snack. And then let's see if the Splatfest is going on. I'm wondering how the servers will be. They might be a little too hammered, but I'm working my way there. I got like half a can of wine left. Omar, my dream boy, to be honest. What a sweet boy. Omar is a sweet boy. He's the sweetest boy. I'm so glad, man. I could not be happier with the people I get to work with. Man, it's just so cool. Resonator, feel bad I haven't been able to play with you guys again in a while due to my internship. Hopefully when school starts again. No worries. No worries. Thought US already had their Splatfest. Did they? No, it's... I thought that it was like 3 to 7 Pacific time, which means it starts in 20 minutes, I hope? I mean, I already downloaded the Splatfest premiere thing. Use the bathroom. Use the toilet. Sorry. I forget. World verbiage. I tried Splatfest earlier and it was fucking raunchy. Did I miss it? I didn't miss it, did I? Damn. Cause yeah, when I went into matchmaking, it said there wasn't a Splatfest going on. Dawn is awesome. So cool. I thought it was up at the same time as the European one. Maybe it is. It's still going on? Okay, good. Yeah, I soak. I soak in my own awesomeness. It's the same river that carries me home every night. Hey, Sharp Edge. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. Also, hey, BB number 9. What do you guys have in your PCs at Funhouse? 970s, I think. But we did just get upgrades. We just have to hook them up and get them all set up. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. So see you guys soon.
I teach school. What classes do you teach? Special education.
As the men approached our undercover house, hidden cameras rolled and kept rolling as I startled them and started asking questions. Just about every one of them gave me the same story.
So this is the first time?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hear a lot of that.
Yeah, well, it's true. I've never visited a teenage boy before in my life.
First time in my life. Has this happened to me?
First time?
Yes, sir. I've never done this before.
And some came up with more creative excuses.
She said she was 13, that's why I was concerned she was going to be by herself. So I just stop and talk to her.
So you're just being a good Samaritan?
Yeah.
Because there was a 13-year-old girl
by herself.
Home alone?
Yeah.
Right. And so out of the goodness of your heart, you were going to stop by?
Yeah, it could be anybody.
And babysitter, is that the deal?
Well, sort of, I guess. You can order some pizza and you watch a movie or something.
This guy named Jonas says it's all a case of mistaken identity.
It's not me. I assure you.
So let me get this straight. So there's another guy whose name is Jonas, right? Who happens to look like you and have the same cell phone number as you, and he has the dirty conversation about sex with a 12-year-old girl, but you didn't. But you end up showing up here anyway.
I don't know about that person.
Just about every man who walked into our house said he really wasn't planning on having sex with a minor, but we'll never know what would have happened had we not been there. Still, none of what we heard surprises Lieutenant Jacoby of the Fairfax County Police Department here in Virginia. He says he's heard it all before.
I've never done this before. We've heard that one. That's usually probably not true.
I'm here to protect them.
That's probably one of the biggest ones that we get also.
I didn't think I was actually talking to a minor.
Again, that's something that we've heard quite often from people.
How often do you suppose we're being lied to when we hear those excuses?
Usually about 100% of the time.
So why would a man with so much to lose risk everything to meet a child for sex? Dr. David Marcus, a clinical psychologist who treats men with sexual compulsions, says it's a powerful addiction.
They don't know what's driving them. All they know is they're being driven and they can't stop. And to risk themselves so greatly clearly shows how powerful a ride that is.
Listen, I have had a problem with an internet addiction talking to females.
Most guys don't go on the internet and say, you know, I'm going to decide to ruin my life today. Most guys go on and say, I need something to make myself feel better. And they're not conscious of what they're doing.
And Dr. Marcus says there are different reasons men choose to meet children for sex.
Some, and this may be a minority, have a primary attraction to that age group. Others are more looking for a situation where they could feel powerful, where they can, again, explore parts of themselves, try to do things in a situation where there is a power differential.
Whatever power they thought they had, it's lost as soon as they see me. And now they're about to learn I'm not a parent or the police.